We have a new study today from JAMA Psychiatry suggesting that antidepressant withdrawal is actually not as severe as we used to think it is. So this was a pretty major literature review that looked at over 50 studies and over 17,000 patients, including in these. They found that those that were willing to stop antidepressants were more likely to have things like dizziness, nausea, and vertigo, especially when they compared it to a placebo group. However, what they found was that the average number of symptoms wasn't significantly higher compared to the placebo group, usually only by one. Meaning if the placebo group had dizziness, the person who was actually taking the medication and withdrawal only had dizziness plus maybe vertigo. Most importantly, they did suggest that this did not actually cross the threshold for clinical significance, essentially saying that they were not too concerned with it. When we break down the numbers, the most common ones were dizziness, which was 5.5 times more likely compared to the placebo, 6.4 times more for vertigo, and 3.1 times more for nausea. But again, the numbers weren't significantly higher compared to the placebo group. This was a pretty big study because it suggests that maybe that the withdrawal symptoms are not as severe as we initially had thought when it comes to people who are stopping antidepressants. Anyways, I'll be doing a full breakdown on this later today on my Substack, which you can find a link in the bio for, or if you just want to help support the page, there's some ways for you to do that in the bio. I'll see you later for more information.